I'm sick and I'm not feeling well. That's not a clickbait or something you saw in the title or the thumbnail. That is exactly what Rocio said. If you've been living under a rock or somewhere that you could not access the news, of course, if you follow Rocio, if you follow Mura in the company, this is what happened. Allegedly, Mura battered, beat up Rocio, and Rocio left the village. That is what we've been saying out here because of 2 or 3 reasons. And finally, Rocio has come out here to clarify. Rocio has come out here to clear the air. And of course, I'll have to applaud Rocio for that. You cannot just disappear. And you have a fan base of 40,000. How many people watch you? Around 30. That's a very huge crowd. That is a very huge number of people watching you. So this is what she said. This is the message. Let's go directly. We don't have the time to corner or come out here with a lot of stories. Let's go directly and read what Rocio uploaded. Just write a few hours. A few hours. So this is what Rocio wrote. Of course, we'll be looking into it very deep right now, not later. So let's go through that update by Rocio. Due to many messages, I assume the fans have been asking Rocio some questions, which I don't think it's Rocio's fans, or maybe, yeah, Rocio's fans and not Marwa'S fans, because at this point, I think we've learned that most of Marwa'S fans are not Rocio's fans, because we saw yesterday, we saw what happened on Marwa'S premiere yesterday. Marwa came out here with a premiere yesterday, and when you go to the live chat section, a lot of people were asking about Rocio's whereabouts, and you could see the moderators deleting those comments, which was so very shocking, honestly, because people are asking about the unofficial husband to Mura Senso. That is Mura Senso's premiere. Why would the moderators delete genuine concerns about the partner to Mura Senso? So that is what happened. When I see Rocio write that message, that due to many messages, I'm wondering who are these people that are writing you the messages? But of course, as I said, I'd assume that she has loyal, genuine Rocio's fans and not Mura's fans, because we saw Mura's fans' true colors yesterday during the premiere. They were not condoning questions that were were concerning Rocio. The whereabouts, is she okay, is she not okay, they deleted. So I think Rocio, I'll make my conclusion, because according to me, I have some opinions which might not be popular, but I think Rocio, you should look into it for Mura Senso to encourage, accommodate, to entertain that kind of behavior. You know, people are asking about you, but they do not give a flying F about you. They delete those comments about your loyal fans, I'd assume, asking about your whereabouts. Let me not get into that so much at the moment. Let's continue with that message. Rocio continued to say that, due to many messages, I'm okay. I've been resting with fever, which means she's not okay. I don't know. Rocio has always come out here to claim that there's a difference between cold and flu. Is it also the same with fever? I think she's not feeling well, of course, as she said, as you continue reading, because she said, I've been resting with fever, not feeling so well. She's not feeling so well. And of course, with that, we can question, like, is it just general illness? You just, you know, you're like, because of the weather, this and that, you're not feeling well? Is it because of what happened? Because, of course, as I said, when we were starting, allegedly, Rocio was badly, very badly battered by Mura Senso. So, could it be contributed by that? We will never know, unless Rocio comes out and makes a statement about it, which I don't think she'll be doing. I'll justify my opinion. But let's finish up with that message. Then I give my opinion as we move to a lot of things that have been happening the past 3 or 4 hours. So, Rocio continued to say that As soon as I feel better, there'll be a nice vlog. Rosio, will you come to the street and continue like nothing happened? A vlog? Is it not a sit-down video? Or a sit-down video is also referred to as a vlog? To me, reading that statement, I think Rosio will not be coming out here to clarify anything about what transpired, because it's a fact. At this point, it's not about allegations, this and that. They are not in good terms with Mura Senso, which Mura Senso came out here to confirm. They are now speaking up. And of course, you know, we love that. We like it. Guys, come out here and tell us what is happening. Or at least tell your fans. So, finally, Rocio continued to say that, no, I'm not in the village. Breaking news. That is not something new. But, of course, it's been questionable. Is Rocio really in the villa? Is she not in the villa? In the village, not in the village? But finally, can we give NT some flowers out here? Because that is what he said. I never doubted from the word go. Yeah, I think the first, NT told us in my live stream 3 days ago that Rocio, breaking news. If you watched, you know. And personally, I believe that because of what was going on. So, confirmation. These are facts. But Mura can come out here and say, no, she was lying. But no, since we are talking about Rocio, Rocio has come out here to confirm that, no, I'm not in the village. So, Rocio, what happened? Rocio, what happened? Are you telling us that you will not confirm with us what happened to you? You will just ignore? You will just ignore your fans? You will not update them? I know you are not in any, you are not in any obligation to tell people what happened, but I think that you should, because Mura will. You part ways, Mura will come out here and it will not be 100% honest. So you better come out here and tell us exactly what happened. Because if you come out here and counter what Mura said, or Mura would say, if you part ways, which I do not believe that will be happening. Because, let's go back to the message. Due to many messages, I'm okay. I'm okay. Not, I've been going through a lot. I'll let you know. I've been going through some dark, tough moments. No, I'm okay. I've been resting with fever. I'm sorry, quick recovery your way. I've not been feeling so well. Or are you telling people you've not been feeling well in terms of what Mura did to you? I really hope that you come out here, because in your song that you released, I think a month ago, you told people that you came, I guess, to Africa to speak to people without a voice. Your statement was something to do with speaking out, standing up against abusers. And I said, and of course, your fans would expect nothing short of that, because you've always been like manifestation, speaking up against this, standing up. I have a very strong voice, this and that. Don't get me wrong, guys. I've always said this. This will not be the first time. I'm against, not by words, but I'm not putting my business out here, but I've always said that I'm into this organization. I don't work there. My career is something different, but I really contribute and participate in those kinds of work, you know, coming through for the vulnerables, just helping whenever I can, you know, speaking up against gender-based violence, female FGM, all these things. I'm really into it. I do it passionately. I'm not employed there. I don't do. I'm just saying, before, which I do not care, come to the comment section, say whatever you want to say, but I'm just saying, for the record, I do not condone women abuse or any kind of abuse. I do not. Why? This is not the first time I'm saying. I've always said this since this saga between Mura and Rosio happened. I've always said this. I do not care even if Mura finds Rosio with 10 men. I don't care. Nothing justifies, gives anyone permission to abuse women. period. But in this case, I'm just saying that I've always viewed Rocio, the way she comes out here and expresses herself, is someone that cannot sit back and endure abuse. Someone that comes out here and speaks even for other people, not herself. According to Rocio, Rocio herself came out here and told people that I came out here to speak on behalf of people, to speak for people who don't have a voice. A lot of things. I don't know if it was for content or not, but if Rocio came out here, said that for what it is and not for content, I'd expect her to speak against what happened to her. But don't forget that it's Rocio's life. According to me, she's not going anywhere. Not for nothing, but when you see someone hiding what happened, what exactly happened? Because of course I know Rocio's fans asked Rocio about her whereabouts and of course what happened. Did Mura beat you up? Because her fans are always in our comment section calling us out, oh, this and that. Of course, they must have asked for clarification. And Rocio coming out here with these updates without the real thing. It means that she's not ready to open up. And of course, for someone like that, more likely than not, she's not ready to face it. Come out and be like, no, Marwa did this, I'm not happy about it or something. Probably she doesn't want people to be like, oh, you were beaten, you're still back, something like that, you know. So I really expected her to come with an update of maybe nullifying what has been said out here. Oh, Rocio, Mura beat you up, and come out here and say, no, that didn't happen. But for her to just say that I'm okay, I've been resting, not going through dark moments. Because when she left for London, she came out and told people, during that period I was going through a lot. I dealt with a very dark and difficult moment. I was going through something which I'm not ready to talk about. And can we suspect what happened? I believe that probably Mura Sensor beat her up that time again, allegedly. Guys, do you remember, if I get the time, I'll pull up that receipt. She came out and said, when I decided to travel to London, I was going through a very, very dark moment. And we came out and we were like, probably she was not getting along with Mura or congratsmum or the entire family. And talking about the family, guys, at the moment, I don't know if you're aware, but Rocio has blocked Deemwango. Rocio has blocked, who else? I'm so sure about Deemwango. I think even Mura Sensor, they're not following each other. I'm not so sure about Mura Sensor, but I'm sure of Deemwango. So we can easily conclude that this fight is about Rocio and the entire family, which is so unfortunate. It's a reality in most of Kenyan community, some of the families. Let me be fair about that. You come for the brother, which is not, I don't support that. I do not. But most of the times, a wife fights with the husband. The family will support the husband. That is why you're always told that when you're going through something in your matrimonial home, do not engage your family unless you've decided to leave, because they'll never ever pick the other side. They'll always support their own. They'll never be fair about it, and they'll never forgive you, because that's a reality. You find your friend fighting with someone else, you pick your friend's side. You don't even know what is going on. You defend her or you defend him. Later you ask him what was going on. Human nature. We are just like that. Most of the times, I'll just be super honest with that. Most of the time, somebody supporting what is going on. We don't have the context. We do not know what happened for Mura and Rocio to fight. We don't know. We just know that it was contributed by the accident that Rocio and Gitiriba caused. Was Marwa in a position, was Marwa right to confront Rocio about that? 100%. will be lying to come out and say that no, Mura should not have confronted Rocio because it's Marwa'S car. Rocio did not contribute nothing towards that car. Wherever we are, if you're super honest, you know it happens. But it does not lead to fights. It's just like, why? Like noise, arguing this, like someone is just frustrated human nature, but not to a point of putting your hands on a woman, no, or a man, or or anyone, any living thing on this earth, no. And allegedly, that is what happened between Rocio and Mura. I do not support that, but at the same time, I'm just like, we don't know exactly for a fact what happened. Is it just about the car accident? Is there something beyond that? Because of course we know Rocio is a very difficult. To what we've seen, Rocio does not support what Marwa does. Marwa will come out here. Marwa loves people. I don't know if it's genuinely or he wants to use these people, but Marwa loves people. Marwa loves interacting with people. Marwa wants the neighbors, you know, so that he can show them, oh, this is my car, another car, another car, another car. Come out here, do the construction, help in building this road for the community. But Rocio does not want to see any parasite in that villa. Of course, you know there will be some conflicts because on top of that, it's Africa. In Africa, in the villages, I've always said this, most of the times we have two homes, at the city where you work and back at home in the village where you will retire. You hear deemwango coming out here, I have my retirement home. I'm not speaking for everyone, but 90%, 99% of Kenyans, that is the reality. Two homes in the urban areas where you're working, and in the village where you were born, your family's home or your husband's home. Retirement home and now the city home. So, when it comes to going back to the city going back to the villages during the holidays or this and that, if you're living in the village, you cannot stand as a wife. Whether you're black, white, yellow, pink, purple, you can never tell your mother-in-law or show the mother-in-law that I don't want you. You can never do that. Unless the mother-in-law is really, really bad, a witch or something. But in most of the times, you can never come in between your mother-in-law and your husband, never. And to be super, super honest, it's logical, honestly, to just stay on your land and appreciate and interact with the people, coexist with the people. And of course, you know that is not Rocio's reality. It was just a few weeks, maybe 4 or 5 weeks ago, Rocio came out here and was Rocio was basically disrespecting congratsmum in front of Mura Senso. And Mura defended Rocio that time. But don't forget that these people are on the internet. Mura Senso was very aware of the camera. I think he was the one holding the camera. Of course, he'll play it safe. But behind the scenes, ladies and gentlemen, behind the scenes, don't forget the nature, the way Mura in the siblings were brought up. It appears, I think it was even Marwa himself, together with deemwango, came out and said that the mom, congratsmum, has been the sole provider of that family. Congratsmum would cater for the school fees, this and that for Mura Senso, together with the sister. You remember the sister told AFRICANTIGRESS that I do not care for my dad, even if he dies. I don't care. But of course, in the camera, deemwango will not come out here and disapprove, downgrade or look down on the dad. No. These people, just out here, you never know what goes on beyond this world, this wall. Never. So, having said that, regardless of what you see Mura Senso deemwango coming out yet to say or interact with Rocio, should Rocio show the Muzungu nature? Because according to Rocio, this is what Rocio said, where I come from, you have to give your notification whether you're coming or not, at what time. you come eat, we have time, and you leave. That is not a reality in an African setting. In the village, not in the cities. In the towns, you can stay even a year without seeing anyone. Even a month, 2 months, 3 months, and they have to call you, give you a notification, I'm coming these dates and those dates, I'll be, I need accommodation, I'll be staying for these days, this and that. It will be official. And those are even your sisters, your brothers, your in-laws, whatever. And they'll behave. And they'll behave. When they come and visit you in your city home, town home, but when you're in the village, no. You walk in and out in anyone's home like it's a toilet. I think I didn't say that right. But you understand that kind of a setting. So for Rosio to assume that because I'm a Muzungu, I can mistreat congratsmum the way I want, no. Mura saying so, you can see him disrespecting congratsmum here and there. That happens. Sometimes you're like, I gave you this money, I don't know what you did with it. You gave people, you this and that. But at the end of the day, when you sit down by yourself, in this case, Mura said, so Mura remembers, without my mom, I'd not be who I am. Why would I come out here and worship a Muzungu that I don't know where she came from? But now he knows. But unofficially, before you pay dowry, you officially take Rosio as a wife. That is not your wife. There is no respect between the Muras and the Cabreras. You understand that kind of a thing? So I'm just saying that Rosio was set up to fail from the word go. Not fail, because I think Rosio was set up for these fights. Yeah, I think Rosio was set up for these fights between her and the Muras, because Rosio is different. You come to the village, call people parasites. You're building a wall between you and the villagers, the cousins, the this and that. But when these people sit down, you become the main enemy. You'll not survive. Coming back to this text before we go to something else, because Mura also countered what Rosio said. Do you think Mura will sit down and watch Rosio drag him? And of course, you know, Mura worships, respects his hustle, the YouTube. He will not allow Rosio to come out here and tell people that, oh my God, I left the village. I'm not even there. I've not been feeling well. Gintu came out here and said that Rosio is so red, like very red, like something else, like blood, because of beat-ups by Mura Senso, with dark eyes, black eyes, because of what transpired. Could it be I'm not feeling well by Rosio? Because she said it right here. I've not been feeling well. Could it be fever, or in addition to that, I've not been feeling well? And of course, I don't support that. I'm so against that. And as soon as I feel better, there will be a nice vlog. Will you just come out here and continue like nothing happened? No one is forcing you to come out here and do whatever you don't want to do. But is that what will happen? Is that what will happen? What will that mean? Rosio, behind Rosio's back, she is, according to me, in my opinion, being dramatic, not dramatic, let me say however I want to say it. Correct me in the comment section. She will be dramatic to Gabby's home, to Nairobi, here and there, but behind her back, she knows she'll be back. She wants to be back in the village, because if you don't want to out Marwa for who he is, I don't know, maybe she's trying to protect Mura because Mura is the father. I don't know, maybe she's protecting Marwa because Marwa is the father to the child. I don't know. But I'd expect her to come out here and out Marwa. Speak your truth. Speak your truth. It might defend you in somewhere, you know. Marwa will not be coming out here behind your back and making you look like a bad person, because Marwa has always been so clear out here telling people that I want 10 children from different continents. I want a lot of wives. We never know. Sometimes a man will not tell you directly. that I don't want you leave. They might start some drama the way Mura and Rocio are fighting. Maybe he wants Rocio to be out. Maybe he wants Rocio to be out of that villa so that he can bring the next strong passport. Maybe according to him, Argentinian passport is not that strong. Who knows? So Rocio finally has said, I'm not in the village. Is she still in Nairobi? Has she left Nairobi? Is in Argentina? Where is Rocio? Is she back in London? Because Rocio said that I love London. I think I was born to be in this kind of a setting, castles. I don't think I'll get the time, otherwise I would have played right here. When she was in Belgium, I think so. If not Belgium, London. I love this. I was born to live in these places. She's not happy. She even made a very clear statement that I really wish the villa was in the Western world. She does not enjoy the village. And consider that Marwa is setting up a business, buying a personal car, intending to add another personal car for errands. I talked about it yesterday. Marwa does not seem or appear to be this kind of man that will be aggressively traveling. And Rocio is still young. There is an age difference of how many years? 8 or 9 years between Rocio and Mura. So, of course, there is that gap, discrepancy. Yeah, there is that gap. Rocio, still young, wants to travel, just got some money, and she wants to be on the road. But Marwa wants to establish himself. Because after all, if you're making money in the village, why would you want to travel? Add some more expenses. You pay for your air ticket, you pay for your baby mama, you pay for accommodation, you pay. Marwa loves the money, and of course he'll want to save to the maximum. So, enough of Rocio's updates. Thank you for updating your fans on their behalf, and thank you for giving us content. But I think Rocio will be coming to the village. I'm sorry respectfully, but I think Rocio loves material things. And she can never imagine living the life that Marwa gave her. Never. Never. So, let's look at what Mura Senso said. Marwa gave some contradicting informations in the recent video. There was a time that a lady approached Marwa and told Marwa that I want a shout out. And Marwa told the lady that why don't you book an appointment? The lady told Mura Senso that I've been booking appointments for 2 years, but I've never gotten a response, whether I'm welcomed or not. And this is what Mura said. Book with my wife, Rocio. And that is what he was saying a few hours ago. Book with my wife, who? Rocio. That is very contradicting. Because we know they are not in good terms with Rocio. Not only is it contradicting, Rocio is not in the village. Why would the girl be booking an appointment with Rocio? Rocio appears to be planning to go back to Argentina or to the castles. So maybe Mura Senso was saving face, but before I give maybes, number one, it's so contradicting. Rocio is not in the village, they are not getting along. You beat up your wife, she left the village, and you're still calling her your wife, telling her to go and book an appointment with Rocio, but Rocio left the village. What do you mean? On top of that, in the same vlog, I think 30 minutes later, this is what Mura told another worker, because Mura Senso appeared to be so frustrated, desperate to share what is going through with someone. But of course, you know, Marwa has always built a wall with the villagers. At least some people that you'd be like, yeah, they can have a decent conversation with Mura Senso. But Marwa has no one to have a conversation with, courtesy of Rocio. I said it, courtesy of Rocio, because Rocio does not want parasites around the villa or around Mura Senso. And of course, you know, the mother, the sister will not be happy about that, about Rocio. Because Rocio could have put a wall on the parasites and not the family. Because if you go ahead and you refer your husband's family as parasites, you will not have a very soft landing. You will know that you're a nobody there. Let me not get ahead of myself. In the same vlog, Mura Sensor told a worker that they are fighting. Tumekosana, like, we are not in good terms with my wife. Let me do what I can do. Let me pay these workers. And whatever they want to do, let them do, because I'll not be out here. I have visitors coming. I have nimekosana, like I've fallen apart. I'm not in good terms with my wife, and mentioned a lot of issues that Mura is going, and mentioned a lot of issues that he's going through. Before that, let me play a clip where Mura Sensor said that, book an appointment with my wife. Because according to me, it was very contradictory. Let me play it here.
Book an appointment. Okay.
Imagine I've tried to email you and even send you, DM you. Imagine
send
2021.
No, send it to my wife, Rocio.
Rocio.
She's the one who helps me to plan.
Okay.
Since 2021, I hope I'll be playing somewhere else again apart from my touchpad. So guys, the girl is saying that I've been booking an appointment since 2021, and of course that goes to show you that not only are Mura's fans dumb, I said it, you cannot you're supporting someone by watching their content. On top of that, they are buying cars back to back. On top of that, begging for construction. Like, are you kidding me? That aside, apart from them being not so smart, honestly, they are not smart. They are very slow. They are not even aware of the people that they support. Look at this girl. She thinks that she can book an appointment and she will be welcomed. Didn't she watch Rocio come out here 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago? Rocio came out here and told people that this is how she was behaving, breathing dramatically. I think that is why Mura lost it. I'm not supporting it, but I'm just saying Rocio is very dramatic, very mean spirit. Came out here because there's an African that was welcome into the villa, but didn't come with donations, and Rocio lost it. Went upstairs, almost fainting, because she saw a black man in that compound that didn't bring nothing to her parasite self, and told the fans that are very slow, told these people that watch them, the same people that deemwango and Mura Sensor are telling them, donate, you'll be so free, you don't even need an appointment, you'll be free to come to these homes that you're constructing. Rocio told them that, guys, what can I do? What can I do? Mura gave these people a permission in 2021 or 2020, told these people, the subscribers, that you're free to come to the villa. It's 2025 and they show up. Marwa subscribers should have known by now that Rocio does not want to see them in that villa. And if they are donating, let them donate unconditionally, because this thing of Marwa and deemwango coming out here to say, donate 3 bags, 10 bags, 2 tippers of 10 bags of cement, 2 tippers of hardcore, 2 tippers of sand. You'll be coming out here, we swim, you're so free to come to our villa that you're helping us construct. That is BS. Bullshit. It will not be happening. It will not. Let's continue listening to this one. When I watched this lady, I was just like, oh my God. Marwa's fans are so unsuspecting, because this is another Marwa's fan. This is what she said.
To my wife, Rocio.
Mura told her, today, book an appointment with my wife, Rocio. Which wife are you talking about? Because Rocio is not in the village, you're not in good terms. I'm not saying that because they're not in good terms, they'll never come back together. But I'm just saying, Mura was giving very contradicting informations. Because after this, I'll play another clip where Marwa is saying, I'm not with that one again anymore.
Rocio.
She's the one who helps me to plan.
Okay.
Yes.
Why would Marwa say something that is not the case? Helping me, she's the one helping me to plan. Like present tense, if you're not aware of what is going on, you'd think that Rocio is in the villa, waiting for the guests.
Thank you, Mara. I really appreciate it.
That is what Mura Senso said.
We'll send you DM you. Send
it to my wife Rocio.
Rocio.
She's the one who helps me to plan.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Mara. I really appreciate it.
But something that I like about Mura, it does not deceive the fan salon subscribers, even Rocio. Even Rocio is a victim, because Mura calls Rocio my wife. As someone that you really want to be married by this guy, Rocio wants that. You should never accept or agree to a man calling you a wife. You tell him, make it official. Do the right thing. You cannot enjoy the benefits of a wife, but you're not ready to put a ring. You understand? So Marwa would camouflage Rocio with these kinds of presents. Or Rocio is in charge. And that is why Rocio came out here and embarrassed herself when she was coming out here to call the villagers and the black people parasites. I'm in charge. I'm lady boss. I'm blah, blah, blah. You remember that live stream? We came out here, condemned how she refers to human beings. How she refers human beings to. Rocio is not smart, but when that girl comes out here and opens her mouth, manifesting the power of money, the psychology, you would think she's smart. You would think she's smart. But she's not. Because this man is basically wasting your time. Using you. My wife, my this. You're not a wife. Rocio helps, because Rocio wants to be in charge. I'm in charge. I'm lady boss. I've closed my doors. Rocio thinks that is Rocio's villa, Rocio's car. But look at what happened. Rocio hit the car, caused an accident, and Mura Senso slapped her, beat her up so badly. I'm not supporting it, but I'm just saying, Rocio, open your eyes. Make Mura put a ring on it, which we know for a fact that he will not be doing that. He said it, unless he changes his mind. So, I think that Mura is torn between telling people, I'm not in good terms with Rocio, and opening up to people, because see what he said later, a few minutes later.
Ndio maana yake unapea mtu akosea shauri yake. Shauri yake. Akisema mimi pesa sijaona, namwambia si wewe ndio uleta nani. Mimi napeanga mtu. Mtu anaweza kuambia wewe unafikiria mvua iko karibu kunyesha, gari imefika sijui soti. Buzi haijakuwa sawa, bibi mmekosana. Hai.
He's talking in Swahili. This is what he said. He was paying the tipper guys that, oh yeah, me I pay people. You deliver something, I pay you. If you want to start your own things, that is up to you. I don't want issue. You do what you want to do.
Mtu anaweza kuambia wewe unafikiria mvua iko karibu kunyesha, gari imefika sijui soti. Buzi haijakuwa sawa, bibi mmekosana. Hai.
Bibi mmekosana, hai, like you've fallen apart with your wife, hi, like whatever. Like I have a lot of things to think about. My car is approaching Migori, somewhere in Rift Valley, Sotik. Is it in Rift Valley? I'm not so sure. Sotik, my car is arriving. I have tipper guys bringing things. I have to pay them. I just do my thing. Because this is what is happening. My car is approaching. I'm paying people. You've fallen apart with your wife. Hi, like Mura does not care, honestly. And before I forget, I just played a clip where Mura Senso was saying that book an appointment with my wife. You'd think Rosio is in the villa, but they've fallen apart with Rosio. Guys, you'd think Rosio is in the villa waiting for your appointment. I'm not saying that Rosio should give a green light to the people seeking appointment. No, but I'm just saying that Mura Senso is one confused element. Telling the girl, book an appointment with my wife. She's the one helping me to plan things. You'd think Rocio was the one planning the party with Mura's friends, the car arrival. No, that is not the case. In the next clip, he's telling someone, me, I do whatever I have to do. Because I have a lot of things going on in my life. My car approaching. I'm doing this road. I'm not in good terms with my wife. Whatever. And that is why I continue to say that, Rocio, I hope your informants or yourself, because you're so smart, be very smart. I came out here on a video that I uploaded 1 day ago, yesterday, earlier before yesterday, 2 days ago, and I said that Mura is using the money that was gifted to the son, and I was like, Rocio should save the money for the baby, because by now she should have seen that she can be kicked out of the villa anytime. She can leave willingly, and Mura does not care. Mura might care 2 or 3 times he beats her up. The 4th time he might decide to arrive in Brazil. Because Mura Sensei said that I'm not going for African hair. Why should I? When I can just arrive in Brazil and find my type of hair. Mura Sensei might decide that, Rocio, to hatch with you. Leave. I don't know how to put this across, but I really wish Rocio the best. Really hope that when she comes back, she be smart. Don't speak. Speak and you're not doing anything to yourself. Save that money. I support Rocio when she doesn't come out here to support on Mura's projects financially. I support her, because until that man puts a ring on it, you have a prenup protecting you in case of anything, you and your son. Yeah, you can use your money, because deemwango is always out here reminding Rocio that you're swinging, like you're floating. Yeah? You have nothing. This is what deemwango always says. You know, as a woman, you have to be independent, which I agree 1,000%. I stand and practice that, you know, irregardless. Have your money. I said that on a video that I uploaded, a premiere, I think it was a premiere, and Rocio's fans were in the comment section, advice, and I'm like, you're the kind of people that are putting Rocio in a limbo. You're giving us some stupid advices. We're in 2025, for crying out loud. Let me finish up with what deemwango says. As a woman, you must have a life of your own. In the sense of, you should be independent, have your own money, have your own projects, have your own homes. Be very secure. You have your own security in case something happens. A man might wake up and kick you out. What will you have in your name? That is what deemwango says. Which of all the nonsense that she comes out and spew, that is what I support, 100%. And I think Rocio is not badly off when it comes to that, because you see her not spending. I'm the wife, it's my villa, it's my this and that, but she never spends her coin. And she's rich at this point, she makes good money. Yeah, and she's rich at this point, she makes good money, and good for her, good for her. Now you have money to run to Nairobi. If you were giving Marwa your money or spending your money to make the kitchen, at the end of the day, that land is on Marwa's father's name. Marwa is the one. This is my home, this is my car. What would you have on your name? I support Rocio with that. But anything else, I hope you come back, be very humble, interact with the neighbors, because when Mura beats you up the next time, because abusers never change. They never. They're just sorry they get caught, this and that, but they never change. So be nice to the villagers, because if that happens again, you run to them. Look at yourself. This time around, you had to run to Gabby's home, but you never. I remember there was someone that told you, why don't you be friends with Gabby? And this is what Rocio said. She's too much for me. But after what you never saw it coming, Mura beating you up, you had to run to Gabby's home. So interact with the neighbors, coexist with the family. Just force yourself. Be smart with your money. Do something about yourself. and learn the African culture and live like them. You go to Rome, you have to behave with them. Anyone that lies to you, gives you otherwise opinions, advices, you're doomed to run away again, because this is something that Mura's ancestors have been living like, you know, a community. You don't want parasites in your home. You just want muzungus or unsuspecting subscriber like Jamaican uncle to bring you a camera, bring you this, bring you a monitor for your baby, bring you that. You can never live like that. For how long will you come out and deceive people, mistreat people, selective when it comes to treating people, being human? You are not called people parasites, and you expect to be an exemption of name callings. Just saying, guys, thank you so much for did I even introduce? Did I even request you to drop your likes? Did I even request you to subscribe? I really hope you did, and I really hope you do. Thank you so much for my moderators. Thank you. It's not easy. These treats, thank you for joining my live stream. I really appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for my moderators, the live chat gang, the live, you know, anytime you see me on a live stream, you always come out there to support your girl. I don't take you for granted. Thank you so much. That was it for today, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye-bye.